Talk us through your Olympic experience. How was everything?
Yeah, I think it was an incredible experience. I mean, just going over there with such a great group of girls and staff, it was just an unforgettable experience. I'm so proud of the effort we put forth and just to get to represent Canada on that stage. I feel like I almost didn't even realize how big of a stage it was until I got there, and then just seeing all the support from everybody back home was incredible.
Walk us through your first shift in an Olympic game. How memorable was it for you?
Yeah, I think definitely just putting on that jersey for the first time and getting out on that ice and just seeing like the rings everywhere and the Milano Cortina everywhere. I think that was really special, and all the lovely fans that were there supporting us was really, really cool. Definitely were a lot of nerves, just a first quick shift trying to get pucks deep and make simple plays. But yeah, definitely went by quick.
What's it been like the week since?
Yeah, I think the week since, there's been a lot of reflection. I think that we all kind of like are just so proud of our effort and know we put forth our best game, so kind of no regrets in that sense. And then just on the flip side of things, a lot of rest and recovery, trying to get back here and be ready for PWHL play to get started.
And how big is that to jump back in? Still got lots of season left here, and to make that push.
Yeah, I think it's definitely something that none of us have really experienced before, but I think coming back and seeing the rest of our teammates here in Vancouver and just seeing their excitement towards the rest of the season and the work they've been putting in while we've been gone, I think just kind of wanting to get out there for them and put forth our best game.
This is the first Olympics with the PWHL. What do you think the entire tournament said about this league and where this league is going?
Yeah, I think the tournament was great for this league. I think this league helped the tournament increase the level of competition. I think there was best on best competition more than just once a year, and I think that really helped a lot of countries develop their depth and have better players across the board. So I think that made this Olympics very, very competitive. And then on the flip side, I think the Olympics kind of exposed a lot of people to women's hockey. I think there was a lot of media coverage, and I think that was a really great thing for this league. And hopefully it brings back a bunch of the fans so that they can watch us on a weekly basis versus once every 4 years.
Little less than half the season left. What are you kind of taking away from your performance overseas and bringing to here?
Yeah, I think definitely just building off of those games. I mean, it was just such a fun, fast, competitive environment over there, and just kind of bringing those skill set and learning what worked back to the play here. I think there's just so much season left here, and with any team being able to win on any given night, I think that we have a really good shot here to make a push.
And how excited are you to be spending the next 5 games at your own bar?
Yeah, I think it's definitely fun to be home. I mean, I don't think we've really been here for 5 straight games or at least a few weeks all season. So I think getting to be back here with our fans, getting family to be out supporting us, I think these games will be really fun for us.
Playing with the shorter ice, how much did that change your job as a defender?
Honestly, I can't say I really noticed it too much. I think we kind of played our same game. I think the ice surfaces we play on kind of changed, and while that one was very advertised that it was different, I think it's kind of just like a hockey game on any other day.
Did you get to take in any of the other Olympic events?
Yeah, I was fortunate enough to watch the speed skating, Piper and the figure skating. Piper and Paul were always so fun to watch, and they were great dorm mates with us. So had a lot of fun just supporting Canada.
Welcome back. What's
you.
it like to be back with your club team?
Oh, it's great. It's been so much fun being back in Vancouver. The city is amazing, and I'm so happy to be back with my teammates here.
What's the last week been like for you?
It's been busy. Honestly, I think today's Friday. I think we came back Monday. The days of the week are hard to keep track of right now, but it's been fun being back around the rink, getting to enjoy some time outdoors. In Vancouver, there hasn't been too much rain, so that's been a lot of fun.
Talk to us about this Olympic experience.
Yeah, I think, as time goes on, I look back at it with a lot of fondness. I'm really proud of our group. Obviously, we feel like we came up short, but bringing a silver medal back to Canada is nothing to be too disappointed about. So I think with time, it gets better.
I feel like the support for you personally has really been a lot of folks reaching out and just saying like how amazing you did, even if that photo of you on in the last seconds there.
Yeah. I mean, it's been great. It's sports, you have to put yourself out there, and that's difficult. And sometimes you feel like you let people down, and that's disappointing. But I think there's a lot to be proud of my performance at those games, and I won't let myself define myself by that last moment.
when you look at the overall Olympic experience, playing Italy with your teammates and everything, how does this stack up as like in your hockey career?
Oh, it's one of the top ones. The Olympics are so special for any athlete that gets to experience the games. Even as a spectator, this one was really special, having my friends and family able to come, which wasn't possible in Beijing. So I think being able to be in that environment with everyone I love in the world over there with me was really, really special.
What moments and memories will stick out to you most from Milan in particular?
I think there's just so many little things in the day-to-day that definitely isn't seen outside. I think there are so many special moments inside the village, watching other events with other Canadians. I look back and watching speed skating in our lounge with speed skaters and hearing them, talk so much more in depth about speed skating was really special. Going to support other athletes, spending time with Piper and Paul after they were so successful, bringing home bronze. That was really fun.
What about this Olympics and the PWHL? More attention on the PWHL than ever before, and just what does that say about where this league is going?
Yeah, I think the league has done tremendously for bringing more viewership to women's hockey. I think I saw something that was the most viewed women's hockey game, I don't know, in history. I can't remember the exact framing of it, but I think that there was so much more media attention, and also it wasn't COVID this time. It's hard to compare the two, but I think that we felt tremendous support from all of our fans in our markets back home.
There we go.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate it.
Thank
Yeah, thank you. Yep. All right. How are you feeling now that you're back?
Very happy. Yeah, I think coming into the Coliseum today was really exciting. I was excited to see all my teammates, all the staff, and to get back on the ice, and understanding that we have a couple more months here to make a nice push. So very happy to be back with the girls.
And your Olympic journey, what are your main takeaways?
I think that I had a lot of fun, especially that gold medal game. Like, I don't know if I've had that much fun in a game in a really long time, and obviously it wasn't the result that we wanted, but I think that, you looked at our team in that game, we played with a ton of pride, and so very proud of our group, and yeah, I think that last game was just so much fun.
How do you reflect on the last week since that game? What's that been like for you?
I think it's been up and down. We were in Milan for about 4 or 5 days afterwards, so it was nice to be able to connect with family and friends and hang out with our teammates, because that's probably the last time that team's ever going to be together. Every single time we do an event, the team changes, and so being able to spend time with them was absolutely amazing. We had, like I said, a ton of fun, and coming back here, there's just been so much support from my group, our fans back here in Vancouver, which has been very welcome.
Talk to us about the PWHL and these Olympics, because this is the first time that this league has been part of those games. What does that do for the league, and what does the league do for the Olympics?
Yeah, I think it's very mutually beneficial. Although the league has to break for the 3 or 4 weeks that the Olympians are gone, I think that it adds a lot of hype and publicity for the league, which I'm sure the league is very happy about. From a league standpoint, you have the best players in the world going on one of the grandest stages that you could possibly be on. So I think it's definitely mutually beneficial from a business standpoint.
And we've seen an uptick in interest. Ticket sales are up, merch sales are up since the Olympics. Off of that question, how does it kind of help the people who want to follow women's hockey throughout the season?
It just gives people an avenue to do so, and it makes us accessible. Obviously every single Olympic cycle, you play in the gold medal game, you play in the medal rounds, and millions of people watch that game, and then afterwards there's nowhere for anybody to watch. And so the fact that we just played a gold medal game last week, and I think that I saw somewhere at 7.7 million people watched, or something like that. And to be able to come back Pacific Coliseum and have 15,000 people in the stands, but thousands of people watching on TV also makes it so much easier.
Yeah, there's a lot of talk now on the U.S. men's hockey team with them going to the White House, but also a call with the U.S. president. Any thoughts on that? How are you feeling about it?
Yeah, I saw what Hillary had said this week about it, and she's put it so right, so well spoken about it. I think it's tough to have to walk into situations, and it happens far too often in women's sports, and women in general really walking in and kind of cleaning up messes that aren't really theirs. And so I think she put it very eloquently, and at the end of the day, I hope they all feel very supported by the women's hockey community, by their country, because at the end of the day, it's such an honor to represent your country, and to bring home a medal is one of the greatest things.
Turning your attention back to the Goldeneyes, What's this next push look like?
Winning games. Yeah, I think we had a good stretch kind of leading into the Olympic break, and so looking to continue off of that. Even our last game in Minnesota, obviously we didn't win that one. We had a tough first period, and then I thought the way that we responded throughout the rest of the game, there were some good things to take from that. And so I know that the girls have been hard at work here, working on different things, so it's been fun to kind of slide back into that, and everybody's really excited to play, so I can't wait for... What day is it today? I don't even know. Can't wait for a game against Toronto.
Are you and Emerance sick of each other yet?
No. I actually missed her. Like, when I walked on the ice today, I was like, I didn't see you in the locker room today. And she said that she smelled me. So that's how close that we've gotten over the last few weeks. But she's great. I absolutely adore her.
Do the results in Milan make you almost hungrier to win a championship here in Vancouver?
For sure. I mean, like... as a competitor, when you play a sport, obviously you want to have a lot of fun, you want to be courageous, you want to do your thing, but at the end of the day, you want to win. You're a competitor. And so there's not an opportunity to win another Olympic gold medal for a couple of years. And so the thing that is right in front of me is the Walter Cup. And so that's definitely my goal.
Compared to your other Olympic experiences, what will you take away most from these ones compared that differs from the others?
Yeah, I mean, every single Olympic experience is very different. I think it was amazing to see our family and friends, and obviously the spotlight being put on women's hockey and hockey again in the Olympics. And so I think there was a ton of buzz around our tournament, but I think that it was just really special to be in a place where we had so many family and friends. Like, the Canadians turned out. Even we were at the men's hockey game, the gold medal game, and it felt like we were in Canada, like the amount of Canadian flags, the red and white. And so Canadians travel well, and they really showed up in Milan.
On a personal level, what are you going to kind of take from your performance in Italy and apply to the next half of the season here?
Yeah, I think that I played in a little bit of a different role with the national team this event, and so I think just honestly using that as momentum. I obviously know what I am good at. I know what I contribute to this team, and so I think leading into the break, I was doing a very good job of that, and I want to continue to make an impact on and off the ice, in the locker room, on the bench with my teammates, and make sure everybody's enjoying everything, and as we go throughout the season, help my team in any way possible.
Welcome home. How was your first Olympic experience?
Oh my gosh, yeah, it was, still haven't really wrapped my head around where I was, what I was doing. The whole experience is so surreal. I mean, it's the pinnacle of your career getting to play at the Olympic Games and wear the Maple Leafs. So the best experience of a lifetime. I mean, I think there was so much to take in constantly the entire trip, and just starting from the opening ceremonies to opening puck drop to getting to watch our men's team as well, and so many other athletes all throughout the village, getting to meet them and just spend time with them, learn about the other sports. It was one to remember, and an experience that I'll never forget.
What would the kid who wrote in her journal about wanting to play for the Canadian women's national team at the Olympics say about that?
Yeah, she'd be pretty proud of me for sure. I think there's a lot of moments in time where you kind of take in and you're just reflecting on back to how you got here, especially when I remember walking out on the opening stage for the opening ceremonies. You're kind of just like, wow, I made it. I am here with Team Canada, not even just for hockey, but for our entire country, and getting to represent our nation on the world's biggest stage. It just means so much to you, and to know that your hard work throughout my entire journey finally paid off and got me to where I wanted to be. And not only that, I mean, we were on a mission to win a gold medal, and it was disappointing to fall short. So I think you leave with a bit of a bittersweet taste in your mouth, but kind of leaves you hungry for more next time.
And with the PWHL now, I mean, what are you looking forward to with the rest of the season?
Yeah, we're really excited. I mean, we've got a lot of games left, almost half the season actually, and we're really excited the direction we're heading into break. Kind of got some momentum, and I know everybody here was working very hard while we were gone, and just took some time as well back at home or wherever to reset and just rekindle everything. And everybody's super excited to be back. I think it's been seen around our locker room every single day so far, just kind of welcoming everybody back and just feeling like we're at home again. So we're pretty pumped, and we can't wait to play in our building Sunday. I mean, I feel like this one's been on the calendar now for a while, and just really excited for this entire homestand in March too.
I think this Olympics really sparked a new love of women's hockey for the world. To have PWHL for those new fans to come back to, what does that mean?
Yeah, it's special. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, did our gold medal game get up to 7 million viewers? Yeah, so that was, I mean, we see those numbers, and that's incredible just to think about, and to think about the records that continuously are getting shattered by women's hockey in our league in general, and just the support from the PWHL over there. There were so many staff, and everybody who has been a part of this league was over there, and it just means a lot for us as female hockey players to have the support from everybody. We felt Canada cheering us on the entire entire way. We felt our PWHL teams, our teammates, and the entire country cheering us on, and it really meant a lot to us.
And I do want to ask about the U.S. men's team. A lot of talk there about them going to the White House and also that phone call that they had in the locker room with President Donald Trump. Any comment on that, and how do you feel about all that kind of transpiring right now?
Honestly, just the outpour of support that we've had for female hockey in the last couple of weeks especially has been so incredible, and I think that for us as athletes, that's all we really look at is just how special and how much that means to us, and just the amount of people that have reached out and have been supporting us and have had our backs and have been supporting us. It really goes a long way, and I think when you look back at in women's hockey as a whole before our league and back to when it was just the Olympic Games and World Championships for athletes, it didn't nearly have the presence, the stage that it does now, and I think with our league, it only is going to continue to grow, and it's so special to see the direction that we're headed as a world for female sports.
What will you take away most from your first Olympics that you think will help you in the second half of this season?
Yeah, I think just being ready to handle whatever's thrown your way. I mean, we obviously saw a couple hours before puck drop of our first game there, our game was postponed. So just kind of goes to show that the excitement, everything, you just never really know what's going to happen. So I think just kind of taking that with a grain of salt, and it's out of our control, just knowing that stuff can happen, things are going to go wrong, things are going to go right, and just kind of not getting too high, too low. And that was kind of something that we tried to stick with our mindsets throughout the games, especially in that gold medal game, like score a goal, don't get too high, get scored on, don't get too low. I think just trying to stay even keel, and I mean, I say that as if I wasn't on the top of the world when Kristen scored in the gold medal game, but I think at the end of the day, just being ice hockey is being such a dynamic sport, I think just being ready for whatever's going to come our way.
How special was it putting that maple leaf on for the first time and skating onto the Olympic ice?
Oh my gosh, yeah. I remember for photo day, it was the first time we put on their jerseys, and you kind of look over, you see the Olympic rings on your arm, and you're like, wow, it's really here. And just any moment you see the Olympic rings, you're like, this is it. This isn't just a world championship. This is the Olympic Games. So to get to see those rings and know that you're representing Canada means so much. But I think there's a mindset switch. It's yes, I made it, but now how are we getting a gold medal? So I think our whole team, like I said, leaves with a bit of a bittersweet taste in our mouth with the ending, but we're so proud of how we played and the performance that we put out in that last game.
What moments will you take away most from the whole tournament, that experience of being in Italy for the Olympics?
Yeah, just the moments that nobody really sees, just the behind the scenes in the dorms. I mean, I had two really fun roommates, Julie Gosling, Natalie Spooner. We got really close. We spent every single moment together pretty much, from just waking up, breakfast, coffee, pregame naps, all of that. You're kind of just in your room and hanging out and walking, doing things together. So that was really fun. And also Hockey Canada put on an ice hockey palazzo for the friends and family. So there was a whole space for them to gather. And I know that really meant a lot to a lot of our friends and family, just to have a home as well. And we got to go there as athletes and hang out with them and just meet so many other athletes and parents, friends, whoever was flying in for the Olympics. So that was really cool. And obviously just getting to hang out in our athletes lounge in the village, you're just sitting around world's best athletes, our Team Canada athletes, and getting to cheer them on, go to watch their events, and just learn about their sports as well. It's so cool to be in those environments.
How many friends and family would you anticipate you had there?
I had about a group of 8 people, so had a solid group. They had a lot of fun. They did a lot of things. They went exploring. They were cheering very loud at every single game. Yeah, it was so much fun for them to get to be there with me. Every experience just means that much more to you when the people who helped you get you to where you are there with you and cheering you on. So I was really grateful that they came all the way to Italy for me.
And with all the travel with the Olympics and then coming back here, you've got 5 games here. Does that kind of help you kind of adjust in any way?
For sure, yeah. I think January we spent a lot of time on the road. We were in and out the door, felt like just living out of a suitcase for the entire month. Obviously had a week-long road trip before we even left for our pre-camp in Switzerland and then to Milan. So we've been on the road for a long time. So when we first walked in our apartment, we were just really excited to be in our own space and just felt a little bit refreshed. And it's really a blessing that we get to be here for all of March and play some home games. We have the best building in the entire league, no question about it. So we're excited to get to be in this space, to welcome other teams, not with open arms, but for a fight, just to get started here on Sunday. A lot of people have been missing Goldeneye hockey, so we're pretty excited to have them back in the Coliseum cheering us on.
you went from spending about a month with a bunch of players to now facing off against quite a few of them on Sunday. How strange would that be?
Yeah, it is interesting. Like, you switch your hat, switch your jersey, and it's game on. But I think at the end of the day, we all want so much success for our PWHL team. When you get on the ice, you kind of turn friends off, enemies on. At the end of the day, we're all such competitive athletes. I think that's our biggest trait to get us to where we have been in our careers. And we'll definitely have a good handshake after the game, but it's going to be a war zone out there for sure.
So I reached out to your former team, the Surrey Falcons, just to see if they had a message to pass along. And they said the Surrey Falcons are so proud of Jenn and the rest of the women's team. Many of our players have watched the game at school, and some of the teams watched them as they were traveling out of town for tournaments. We congratulate Jenn and their team on their silver medals. We were so proud of them. Do you have any memories of when you were a little girl growing up in Cloverdale, like kind of doing a similar thing, watching the games at school?
Yeah, it does mean a lot to me to have their support. I mean, I felt it far and wide from Italy, just the support, especially from the Falcons, the Cloverdale Colts, just honestly the entire city of Surrey, province of BC, the list goes on. It meant so much to me. I actually, the day I came back, I went and visited a school where I know one of the teachers there. And
in Surrey?
In Surrey, yeah. It was really fun, and just even kids that don't play hockey just are not even athletes maybe, but they were watching the game in their class and the entire school. So really means a lot to me to get to share my experiences with those kids and hopefully inspire them to follow their dreams, whatever that might look like one day, whether that's sports or not. But a specific memory that I can think of is me and Mash always talk about it, but it was 2014 or 15, I think it was 15. Her first event with the national team was the Four Nations in Kamloops, BC, and I went there with the Surrey Falcons and we were cheering them on. So it was really fun, and now it's fun to get to share those moments. Here we are 11 years later. I'm her teammate and very proud to be wearing the maple leaf with her, but when I was watching her 11 years ago, I don't think I would have ever seen myself in these shoes. So I look back on those moments and really happy to experience that. And that was also in a day where women's hockey wasn't necessarily accessible to watch and easy to find. So just happened to be in the right place at the right time and find them playing a game in Kamloops, BC.
Incredible. I mean, I never imagined myself playing in an Olympic Games as a mother. So, yeah, it was just so special for me to just, have him in the stands, be able to give him a fist pump after warm-ups. He doesn't know how much it meant to me, obviously, but I'll have the stories to share with him later on. But I think the biggest thing is just having family and friends at the Olympics. My last and only other experience was when we were in a closed bubble, so just being able to share the games with all the people I love in person, not just from afar, that was very special for me.
Played in a few pretty tough games, especially for a goaltender, not getting necessarily the amount of shots always that you're looking for in a competition. How do you stay focused in those types of games?
Well, fortunately, I'm very experienced in this area. At World Championships and the past Olympics, I've been put in scenarios like that in the past. So for me, it's just making sure that I'm mentally focused the entire game. And like you said, it is challenging. It's always easy when you have a lot of shots against and you're just staying in the flow state. You have to work for it a little bit more when you see a shot every few minutes. So yeah, and I feel like those teams, they have some really great players that when they get those opportunities, they're usually scoring chances.
What do you learn? What do you take away most from this Olympics compared to the last one, whether that's on the ice or off of it?
Ooh, good question. I think what's really cool about the Olympics in general is just the support that we receive throughout the games. It's something that brings our country together, and I think what's really neat is we get to do it alongside other athletes from different disciplines as well. And so it's just a special environment, being at the Olympics, but also just the support from Canada, and we feel that from afar.
Talk to us about the PWHL of the Olympics. This is the first time where those fans who got hooked in with the game get to come back to the PWHL and butts and seats come Sunday.
Yeah, I think, ticket sales have gone up, which is really exciting. I think it's a great platform to promote our league, and I think that we've gained fans from the Olympics. But I think what's really neat is at the Olympics, I noticed a lot of PWHL jerseys in the stands as well, and I recognized some fans that were there cheering us on. So that's really special to see. It's not just family and friends and local fans. We had a lot of fans that flew out to watch us.